Hey guys, how's it going? Preparing here. So I wanted to make a different video today, but apparently the talk of the day is about DDoSing and basically how it relates to streaming and whatnot. The topic was brought about by Athene, of course. And in his video, he says some things which I don't believe to be true. And I just wanted to tell you guys my experience with streaming, DDoSing, and the shitty side of the internet. So basically, I've been doing the streaming thing for a while. When I started up, it was all great and everything, but when I started to, get pretty big, get pretty successful on the streaming end, I started to disconnect, and I started to disconnect a lot, especially when I started playing hardcore. Now, the first night I started playing hardcore, I actually died because I disconnected, and throughout that night I disconnected like, 10, 15 times, or maybe even more than that. And after that experience, I was under the impression that it was my internet provider that was to blame. While my internet provider is still, in my opinion, not so good at many things, it most likely was not the cause of the issues I was experiencing that night. Throughout playing hardcore, I was actually playing for a very long time, leading up to a week to when we actually ended up getting the world first hardcore Inferno kill. I was getting DDoSed like crazy. I was able to see this because when I would check my internet history in terms of bandwidth usage, I would see that on certain days I would be downloading like 20 gigs when, prior to that I would be downloading like 0.2 per day. So it was very clear to me that it was a problem. It was a big problem because I was unable to stream successfully and I was unable to play successfully while I was trying to be competitive in hardcore. And I actually lost, in my opinion, well over a week of time playing hardcore because of this factor. So I talked to a few people, and one of the few people that I talked to is this person named James. He did the Cybrix freestyle rap, and every now and then he comes on Mumble and talks to us and whatnot. And he's also the person accused by Athene to be the one and only DDoSer of everybody on the internet, and a few other things on top of that. While I don't know if that's true, I would argue that it's not. What James did for me is he helped me a lot. Essentially, I was able to get the Inferno hardcore kill because of James. He set up systems which allowed me to prevent people from getting my IPs, and even when they would get them, there were systems where I had that I could get new ones immediately. And as such, with these systems, I was able to, prevent myself from getting DDoS. However, if I don't take those measures, I get DDoS to this day. James and I have done a few measures, some research to see who was DDoSing us, and we have narrowed it down to at least a group of 8 people, one of which owns like $1 million mansion in Hollywood, and most of which are just teenagers with too much time on their hands. Now, this list grows. On some days it shrinks, but new people come to the DDoSing scene all the time. Why do they do that? Well, it's the internet. People love to hate. I understand that. I don't approve of it, but I understand it. The reality is, people can get your IP from a variety of sources. Anytime you post something on a forum, someone can get your IP. Anytime you join like a Mumble server or a communication telecom server, voice comm server, I mean, they can get your IP. So many simple things. There's even ways that if you're just streaming, they can locate your IP from the stream itself, from the chat itself. There's a lot of different ways. It's not easy in some cases, but the people that are malicious enough, they tend to find a way, and it's just something that we have to deal with. The point of this video is that I want to let you guys know that there's some really shitty people out there on the internet, but the internet is an interesting place where you can't really figure out who's doing what. So it's very hard to catch these people, and in my opinion, the best way is to set up the best preventative measures that you can get. And, you know, if you know who these guys are, then, you know, you can maybe try to take action, but it's pretty hard. I want to talk on behalf of James because he has been on the accusation board, at least for today. And I just want to reiterate that without James, there was no way that I could have done what I did in hardcore. And, you know, that is really a very big deal to me. I understand some people are not a fan of his personality, but, you know, my personality is, you know, live and let be. If someone wants to be a certain way, the best way is just to let them. I don't mind, and that's about it. There's a lot of other people out there who do this kind of activity, but you just got to deal with it. It's not just one guy. The problems of the internet does not lay on one man's shoulders. So, yeah, just want to clear up the situation, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go fuck the shit out of my parrot, y'all. You know, Trip's parrot, my favorite bird, y'all. Yeah. That's how I do it, y'all. That's how I do it. Huh? Parrot fucker? And that's how I do it, y'all.
Rickus Jones on the track, Rickus Jones on the track, oh yeah. And that's a wrap, give me a wrap, my chicken wrap, I'm out.